In this video, we're going to look at how to manage your opt-in settings in your Drip account. Now, before we get started, I should explain a little bit about opt-ins. Typically, most email marketing providers require you to do double opt-in. And double opt-in is when a subscriber opts in for your email list, and that action sends them an automatic email saying, hey, do you really want to sign up for this list? If yes, click this link and you'll be opted in to receive emails from the provider you just opted in for, which has a lot of benefit in terms of keeping your list healthy. In this way, if someone signs up and they are not a valid email address, or it's an email box that no one ever checks, your list quality is not going to suffer because of that person who's been added to your list and won't ever open any emails from you. But there is some drawback too. So if someone opts in and they expect to get their lead magnet or whatever they're opting in for right away, seeing another email to opt in can be frustrating and may not be the best experience for your subscribers. There are a number of other reasons why you'd want to have double opt-in turned on or off, but with Drip, we'll let you decide if you want to do that or not. So with that as the context, let's jump into the areas in Drip where you control opt-in settings. The first and primary area is through the forms section. Oftentimes you'll use a form to opt people into a campaign or a workflow, or to tag people for later broadcasts. Regardless of how you use forms, you'll want to check on the opt-in settings to make sure that they're in line with what you need in your account. To do this, go into your form, go to Design, and then go to Confirmation Settings. By default, the form will send a confirmation email only to new subscribers. To change that, you can choose after every submission or never. If you're choosing after every submission, this will send an opt-in to people regardless of whether they're on your list or not. Only to new subscribers will send to people who have never been on your list before, and never, of course, will turn it off entirely. If you do have a form-level confirmation email going out, this is where you would control what is sent out in that email. And if you're using that confirmation email to deliver your lead magnet, you certainly could add information about the lead magnet in this email. The next place you could control opt-in settings is through the workflow. Let's say that you're sending a campaign in a workflow. When you choose the Send a Campaign action, you're shown the option to send a double opt-in confirmation email on that action. By default, it is unchecked. If this is unchecked, regardless of what settings you have in your campaign, the campaign's double opt-in confirmation email will not send. So if you want it turned on, check it. If not, just leave it alone. The last place that you control opt-in settings is at the campaign level. Double opt-in confirmation email settings in a campaign are used primarily if you're adding someone directly to the campaign, not by using a form or a workflow. So for example, if you're using an integration to add someone to a campaign directly. Remember that if you have a form sending to a campaign, or if you have a workflow triggering a campaign as an action, the settings for opt-in confirmation would be at the form level or at the workflow level. And regardless of whether this is clicked on or off, those settings will override this setting here. But if you do want to turn this off at the campaign level, you just uncheck this. If you do have a campaign level confirmation email going out, the place you control this is through your emails section. Go to Auxiliary Emails, and here you can edit that double opt-in confirmation email on the campaign level. Very similar to the form level, it's just that this is tied directly to the campaign. If you have any questions about how to manage opt-ins in your Drip account, feel free to drop us a line at support@getdrip.com.